whole time. But devotees like this, they're completely absorbed in Krishna. They're feeling, oh, still I need to practice more, and I have not sufficiently practiced. And this human form life I'm wasting. So, गोलोकेर प्रेम धन हरि नाम संकीर्तन रति न जन्मी लोके नेता संसारा विषानले दीवानी शिहिया ज्वले जुड़ाईते ना कोई नु उपाय जुड़ाईते ना कोई नो उपाय The treasure of divine love in Golok Vrindavan has descended as the congregational chanting of Lord Hari's holy names. Why did my attraction for that chanting never come about? Day and night my heart burns in the fire of the poison of worldliness, and I have not taken the means for relieving in it. So everybody is suffering samsara vishanale and burning in the heart, and people don't know how to extinguish that fire. But Narottama Das Thakur is saying that fire can be extinguished by Harinam Sankirtan. Just by absorbing oneself in Harinam Sankirtan, that fire in the heart can be extinguished. And this Harinam Sankirtan is not a creation of this material world. Golokera Premadhana. It is topmost treasure from Golok Vrindavan. Golok Vrindavan is abode of Krishna. In abode of Krishna, every dust particle is Chintamani. Can you imagine? Desire fulfilling. You get one Chintamani dust, there will be no more Chinta for money. So one dust particle is so powerful. So imagine dust particle is Chintamani. What will be there in the treasure house of Krishna? Dust particle is Chintamani. What will be in treasure house? So Golokera Premadhana. This treasure house is Premdhan, love, which is Harinam Sankirtan. Harinam Sankirtan is the greatest treasure of the spiritual world, which has descended here. So this Harinam Sankirtan is not ordinary. It's a topmost treasure. It can give love for Krishna, conquer Krishna. Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Suta Hoilo Sei Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Suta Hoilo Sei Balarama Hoilo Nitai Balarama Hoilo Nitai দিনহীন যথা ছিল হরি নাম উদ্ধারিল। দিনহীন যথা ছিল হরি নাম উদ্ধারিল। তার সাক্ষী জগাই মদায়। তার সাক্ষী জগাই মদায়। Lord Krishna, the son of King of Vraja, became son of Sachi, Lord Chaitanya, and Balram has become Nitai. The holy name delivered all those souls who were lowly and wretched. The two sinners, Jagai and Madai, are evidence of this. Ha ha Prabhu Nanda Shuta Rushabani Suta Juta. Aha Prabhu Nanda Suta Rushabanu Suta Juta. Karuna Karo ei Paro. Karuna Karo ei Paro. Narottama das koi natheliya ranga pai. Narottama das koi natheliya ranga pai. Toma bina ke ache amar. Toma bina ke ache amar. O Lord Krishna, son of Nanda, accompanied by daughter of Vrishabhanu, please be merciful to me now. Narottam Das says, O Lord, please do not push me away from your reddish lotus feet, for who is my beloved except for you? Shri Narottam Das Thakur ki jai. So we'll now sing this song in one go. Hari Hari Bifale Janam Guainu. Manusya Janama Paya Radha Krishna Nabhajiya. Manusya Janama Paya Radha Krishna Nabhajiya. Janiya Shuniya Bisha Kainu. Janiya Shuniya Bisha Kainu. Golokera prema dhana Harinama Sankirtana. Kolokera prema dana Harinama Sankirtana Ratina janmi loke neta Ratina janmi loke neta Samsara bishanale Dibani shihiya jwale Samsara bishanale Dibani shihiya jwale Jodai te na koi no upay Jodai te na koi no upay Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Hoilo Sei Brajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Hoilo Sei Balarama Hoilo Nitai Balarama Hoilo Nitai Dinahina jata chilo Harinama uddarilo Tara saksi jagai madai Tara saksi jagai madai Haha Prabhu Nanda Shuta Rushabhanu Suta Juta Karuna karo ye baro Karuna karo ye baro Prabhu Nanda Shuta Roshabhanu Suta Juta Karuna Karo Ei Baro Narottama Dasa Koi Natelia Rangapai Narottama Dasa Koi Natelia Rangapai Toma bina ke ache amar Toma bina ke ache amar Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Omagyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuddha Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pranayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaura Tushe Nama He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gauragi Radhe Runda Vaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaaya Te Namah Vanchakalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktvrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you everyone for coming for today's morning class. I seek blessings of all wonderful devotees assembled here so that I can speak something for my own purification. Can I get this asana there? I'm getting some backache. Today's extremely auspicious day. Today's appearance day of Srila Narottama Das Thakur. Narottama Das Thakur is one of the most important acharyas in our line, in our Gaudiya Sampradaya. After six Goswamis, these three acharyas carried forward the legacy of Lord Chaitanya, Narottama Das Thakur, Srinivasa Acharya, and Shyamanand. So Narottama Das Thakur has a very important role in lives of all the devotees of Gaudiya Sampradaya. We see Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj when he was in Navadip. Once he was asked, how can we develop love for Krishna? He said, "Hmm, if you have 5 annas, then you can develop love for Krishna." You would wonder, how by 5 annas you'll have love for Krishna? He said, you take that 5 annas, go to market and buy these two books, Prarthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika, and daily recite songs by Narottama Das Thakur in these two books. So Narottama Das Thakur has written many, many books, many, many songs, and especially these two books are very famous, Prarthana and Shri Prema Bhakti Chandrika. And Gaur Kishore recommended that one should daily sing these songs. And if one sings this song, result of it is that one will develop love for Krishna. And Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur also recommended his disciples that they should daily sing songs by Narottama Das Thakur. And following in the footsteps of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Srila Prabhupada also recommended us to daily recite songs of Narottama Das Thakur. So here we see daily we recite Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadhana. That is sung by Narottama Das Thakur from Prema Bhakti Chandrika. And we also daily recite song Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karma. That is actually sung by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So this is the very important role Narottama Das Thakur has in lives of everyone. So our previous Acharya recommended singing his songs daily. Prabhupada said his writings are as good as Vedic scriptures, Shrutis. Each and every word is absolute truth. Each and every word is essence of all the scriptures, condensed essence. So, so we are very fortunate that today is his appearance day. So today we can try to meditate on his song, recite his song, and we can pray to him. So therefore we sang this song, Hari Hari Bifale Janama Gaino. Prabhupada said this is my favorite song. Here Narottama Das Thakur is saying, oh, I have wasted my human form life by not worshipping Radha and Krishna. And I have just willingly drunk poison. So if one is not practicing devotional service, one is not worshipping Radha Krishna, one is actually willingly drinking poison. He said this Harinam Sankirtan is so glorious. It is treasure, prema dhana. It's a treasure of spiritual world and it can give topmost love for Krishna. And he is revealing this secret. To understand this secret, millions of lifetimes one has to go through. That Brajendrananda say, such a sutta holy that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not ordinary person, he is same Brajendrananda Krishna. And Balram has appeared as Nitai. Yesterday we saw Nityananda's appearance. Not many people know about these secrets, but Narottama Das Thakur has revealed these secrets. And how everybody, no matter how fallen one may be, everybody can be delivered by this Harinam Sankirtan. Tara Sakshi Jagaya Madaya. Is there anyone more fallen than Jagai Madai? Can anybody ever become more fallen than Jagai Madai? Jagai Madais were great Brahmanas. They were great Sanskrit scholars. And they used to study scriptures just to understand what are various type of sin described in scripture, so that they can perform those sins. Not to avoid the sin, but to perform. So practically they have performed all kinds of sins. So we see Kali Yuga, people do all kinds of abominable things, but even they can be delivered by Harinam Sankirtan. Prabhupada practically demonstrated how he delivered hippies by just Harinam Sankirtan. So all these secrets are very confidential, but very they are revealed by Narottam Das Thakur in his book. So this song Hari Hari is from Prarthana. So we see Narottam Das Thakur. He was born in Kheturi. But even before he was born, once when Lord Chaitanya went to East Bengal, Kheturi, and he was loudly chanting, Narottam, Narottam, Narottam. And he was running and chanting, Narottam, Narottam, Narottam. All devotees wondering, whom is Lord calling and why he is chanting Narottam? Hmm? And they asked later on, Lord Chaitanya, why are you chanting this Narottam? Then Lord Chaitanya said, in this holy land of Kheturi, in future, one of the great devotees and acharyas will appear, and his name will be Narottam. So Lord Chaitanya personally predicted appearance of Narottam Thakur way before he appeared. And then he took bath in Padma river, and then he summoned the personification of river, and he handed over a treasure, and he told river that in future my great devotee Narottam will come here. So hand over this treasure of love of Krishna, Krishna Prem to him. She asked, how will I know who is Narottam? Lord Chaitanya said, when he comes and bathes in you, immediately there will be flood, and then you know he is Narottam. So we see Narottam Das Thakur is so exalted that he was predicted by Lord Chaitanya before his appearance. And Lord Chaitanya personally kept his own Krishna Prem. And we see when Narottam was born in a very rich family, his father was a local king, very rich, aristocratic, and no. And his astrologer had predicted that there is some danger with the water he has. So his parents were, always very careful not to allow him to go to river nearby. Mm. But when he was grown up little bit, somehow he went, and when he came to river, mm, mm, the river got flooded, and then he got bathed in that river, and the personification of river came and gave him the treasure left to her by Lord Chaitanya. And by that, he was completely transformed, internally and externally. Externally, he was born with a blackish complexion. But after that bath, and when he came out with golden complexion, revolve. His color became like Lord Chaitanya, golden, effulgent. And his heart was completely transformed. His heart became filled with Krishna Prema, which Lord Chaitanya personally, bestowed. So since then, Narottam Das Thakur just became mad in love for Krishna. In childhood, because his family was a Vaishnava family in his home, he used to hear about Lord Chaitanya, about Rupa Goswami, Sanatana, all these great Goswamis and great associates of Lord. So he was always eagerly waiting for the opportunity to meet this Lord Chaitanya and all assets. But Lord Chaitanya actually already had departed. Later on, he somehow or other escaped from home and went to Vrindavan. Hmm. But by that time, all Goswamis also had almost. He he went and took shelter of Loknath Goswami. Loknath Goswami had taken a vow that he will never initiate disciple. He was feeling himself very lowly and unqualified, so he never thought that he would initiate anyone. But he was begging. But when Loknath Goswami refused, still Narottam, who was actually prince, he was son of a king, but he was doing so menial services. Every day Narottam, this Loknath Goswami will go in the morning to pass stool and urine. During 500 years ago in Vrindavan, there are no toilets and bathrooms like we have now. They used to go in forest. So Narottam, this Loknath Goswami used to go do his morning duties, come. After that, Narottam will go and clean that place with his own hand. And next day when Loknath Goswami will come, he will do his morning duties and then go. So one day, 1 week, 1 month passed, and like that 1 year passed. Later on, Loknath Goswami realized, Arey, how is that this place is always so clean and wonderful? So he decided to hide himself and see find out the secret. And when he was hiding in forest, he saw Narottama Das coming, and he was cleaning with his own hand. And then he went and said, "Hey, Narottama, what are you doing? You are a son of a king. This is not a fit service for you." But Narottama was saying, "Oh, serving a great soul like you is perfection of my life." So he was so menially, humbly serving, and Loknath Goswami was so pleased with his service and so feeling indebted. Then finally he gave initiation. So we see sometimes no devotees don't get initiation; they become very angry, upset. But Narottama Das did not become angry, upset. He was just menially serving and serving, and by service he melted the heart of Loknath Goswami. And though Loknath Goswami had taken vow, he initiated him. And the only disciple of Loknath Goswami is Narottama Das Thakur. Prabhupada used to say, one moon is better than million stars. Because million stars will be there, will not be enlightened. They won't be able to give light in the dark. But one moon is that can give light. So this was actually Narottam. Since birth he was devotee and he was very exalted. Before coming to Vrindavan itself, he was blessed by Lord Chaitanya. Can you imagine? But still he felt so lowly and so fallen, and he felt that without mercy of spiritual master, there is no hope. And he was so menially serving Loknath Goswami. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gauranga ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Narottama Das Thakur ki jai. Can you imagine? If you already received treasure from Lord Chaitanya personally, love for God, one may think, no, why do I need anybody? I am already perfect. But though Narottam Das Thakur was always absorbed in ecstasy of Krishna Prem, but he himself felt unqualified and he felt that without mercy of Guru, there is no hope. And he was begging and crying to receive mercy of Loknath Goswami. And he did such amazing menial services, and he was blessed by Loknath Goswami later. And then Loknath Goswami later on instructed him he should go to Shiji Goswami and learn from all the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, and all the writings of Goswamis, get trained under Jiva Goswami. So you see Narottam Das Thakur went and took training from Jiva Goswami. So Jiva Goswami was training these three illustrious acharyas, Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, and Shyamana Pandit. So they were all three classmates, and Jiva Goswami was their teacher, and he trained them in Lord Chaitanya's teachings, as explained by all the Goswamis, Rupa and Sanatan. And after their training, we see that Jiva Goswami instructed them, all of you now, you should carry this great wealth, the wealth of books, literatures of Goswamis, take to Bengal and Odisha and distribute it. So there was only one copy earlier. So they had to make many copies of it later on. So they carried the books. So it is said they were the first Sankirtan party, first book distribution party of in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. First book distribution party. Narottama Das Thakur, Srinivas Acharya, and Shaman. They came here, and we see then later on, Shaman Pandit primarily preached in Odisha, and practically even today you go in the villages, you can find people, followers of Shaman Pandit. And then Srinivas Acharya in Bengal, West Bengal primarily, and East Bengal primarily Narottam Das Thakur. So they have flooded entire actually Gaud Desh and Udiya Desh with Krishna Bhakti. And Narottam Das Thakur was the first person to organize first Gaur Punya festival after disappearance of Lord Chaitanya. So he was actually son of a king, but he did not accept the kingship. Later on, his cousin brother became king. So later on, when he came back to Ketur, he requested cousin brother to make facilities to host Vaishnavas. And then Narottam Das Thakur personally wrote letters to all the Vaishnavas from Vrindavan, Puri, Bengal, everywhere, and invited them for first Gaur Punya festival. So all the Vaishnavas, thousands and thousands of Vaishnavas, sent personal letter, handwritten letter, and hand delivered. There's no emails, there's no WhatsApp, there's no postal system. So hand delivered. One person went to one Vaishnava and gave invitation. How many months of preparation? Maybe year of preparation. Must be there. Sending invitation, inviting everyone, and then creating wonderful accommodations, building new houses, new arrangement, new kirtan hall. All this, all wonderful arrangement for celebration. Making prasadam arrangements. So, by invitation of Narottam Das Thakur, all Vaishnavas headed by Janava Mata came to Keturi. By that time, all Panchatattva had disappeared from this world after performing pastimes. Janava Mata was the leader of all Vaishnavas. She personally came. And all the Vaishnavas came. Janava Mata, when she came, she personally cooked for all the Vaishnavas. We see actually this is our tradition, amazing. Janamata personally cooked. When Prabhupada personally Prabhupada was cooking. And I see so many our Prabhupada disciples, Bhakti Chaur Maharaj, preaching means he personally used to cook. Ratna Maharaj personally used to cook. So many great devotees, personally cooking and feeding all devotees. So Gaurangpu and devotees personally cooking in Ayodhya for 1 month, So Janamata personally cooked for thousands of Vaishnavas. And that a very long festival, and especially on day of Gaur Purnima, when Narottam Das Thakur started singing. Narottam Das Thakur is not only great writer of the poems, but also great singer. He is known for a special type of kirtans. And when he sang with special that tune, these tunes were not of this world, the tunes of the spiritual world. And when he started chanting, all Vaishnavas became so mad and so intense chanting, intensely calling out the holy names and intensely praying that entire Panchatattva manifested there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Nityananda Prabhu came, Advaita Acharya came, Shivas, Gadadhar. Can you imagine? Already have wound up their pastime and gone back, and their kirtans were so intense that all of them manifested again. And all of them started chanting and dancing with devotees. Can you imagine what kind of kirtans must be that? Nityananda Prabhu dancing, Chetma dancing with Narottam Das Thakur singing. No? So that was the purity of Narottam Das Thakur singing and intensity. So it, like we see, Advaita Acharya offered prayers and Chaitanya descended. Similarly, Narottam Das Thakur sang, and an entire Panchata descended. And they had such a glorious first Gaur Purnima festival. Haribo! What a historic festival, you know. And this was actually possible by Narottam Das Thakur. So Narottam Das Thakur has a, he is very much known for his kirtans and bhajans, and especially his, he has these two books, Shri Prema Bhakti Chandrika and Prarthana. So in this, all the secrets of devotional service are revealed. All the essential elements to advance in Krishna consciousness and achieve love for Krishna are mentioned. So in Shri Prem Bhakti Chandrika, first song of Shri Prem Bhakti Chandrika is this song: Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Vandomoi Savadhana Mate. So Narottam Das reveals that actually, if you want to advance in Krishna consciousness, we have to take shelter of the lotus feet of spiritual master. Here is a person who was already endowed with love for Krishna. Huh? He's telling that actually secret to achieve is mercy of lotus feet of spiritual master. We see all great acharyas glorify spiritual master's mercy. We see Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, who is the writer of Chaitanya. He begins Chaitanya with uh, glorification of spiritual master and explaining Guru Tattva. First chapter of Chaitanya entirely. How Guru is manifestation of Krishna's mercy. And one cannot achieve Krishna directly, but only through via media of spiritual master. We see Prabhupada in his own life, how he took instruction of spiritual master as life and soul. And we see all the great acharyas. Other day we have Ramanacharya's appearance, disappearance day. We see all his disciples, they are so surrendered, trying to give their life and soul to him. So that is actually ideal disciple. And that is the way to advance in Krishna consciousness. It said, all the secrets of Shastras are revealed in the hearts of those who have firm faith in spiritual master and Krishna. Those who serve faithfully, lovingly, both spiritual master and Krishna. So, we see that Prabhupada, mm, when he in his writings, we'll see two very famous words which Prabhupada coined. One is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Generally, we see word Bhagwan is used, and then English translation, generally people translate God. But Prabhupada said no, Supreme Personality of Godhead. God is a person. There are many gods people mean, but his head, Godhead. No? So Prabhupada, to make it things very clear, he Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. And generally people say Bhakti means devotion, but Prabhupada translated as devotional service. So, through the mercy of spiritual master and Acharya, we can understand actually secrets and progress. Otherwise, one can get missed. We should worship God, and people worship so many things. And we should do bhakti. In name of bhakti, people think we have to have some emotion and all this thing. Yes, they are important, but more important that is devotional service. Hmm? One time, Shruti Karti Prabhu was sharing in his memories of Prabhupada. He was saying that where he was servant of Prabhupada for many, many years. And wherever he would go, he used to see devotees loved Prabhupada so much. Practically, when Prabhupada used to arrive at the airport, hundreds of devotees were jumping and dancing, uh, and when Prabhupada would come, they would offer thunderwords, and practically so many people would cry, actually cry, not as a show, but spontaneously. Their love and emotion for Prabhupada was so great that they spontaneously cry. And Prabhupada would leave, they would cry. So Shruti was used to see this devotees love Prabhupada so much. But he was feeling that I'm always with Prabhupada, I'm traveling with him, I'm not feeling that feeling that no, I'm not feeling that love, that emotions that these devotees have. So one day when he was massaging Prabhupada, he asked Prabhupada, I see wherever you go, devotees love you so much. Practically they cry and they're so ecstatic, they're jumping and dancing and they're so joyful. There's so much love for you. But unfortunately, I have no love for you. My heart, I don't feel such sentiments, such emotions. And I'm feeling very sorry for that. I'm feeling very bad. Prabhupada didn't say anything. Later on, after the massage, Prabhupada went to bath. And then after, when he got ready, then he called Shrutikirti and asked, so, Shrutikirti, do you like to serve me? Shrutikirti said, oh, Prabhupada, I really enjoy serving you. I very much like to serve you. Hmm? Then Prabhupada said, this is your love. Anybody has love, hmm, that love will translate into dedicated service. So there may not be external emotions, but if one is in a dedicated way, sincerely, humbly trying to serve and please spiritual master, that is love. If one has love for spiritual master in heart, naturally he will serve. And if one serves sincerely, honestly, faithfully in order to please spiritual master, that will also develop love for spiritual master and Krishna. That sentiments will follow. So even if in the beginning we may not have sentiment external, but if we are taking instructions of spiritual master seriously and following that we are trying to serve, that is love. So Prabhupada translate bhakti as devotional service, doing faithful, sincere, dedicated service as per the instruction of spiritual master. That is love. So we see in um, sh- this song, first song of Sri Prem Bhakti Chandika, his glorifying spiritual master, how one should take Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Chitete Kariya ki Arna Koryo Mani Asha. One should take instructions spiritual master life and soul, and one should not desire anything else. That is standard of pure devotional service bhakti. We see uh, this that if you want to advance in Krishna, we have to check shelter of Krishna, but Krishna's shelter is not easily achieved. So to achieve shelter of Krishna, we have to take shelter of Guru. Uh, Guru, Hari Guru, Vaishnav, and Bhagavad Gita. Other day he was speaking very nicely, Dwarkadish Prabhu. He was telling that there are four false shelter in this material world which people take shelter of. Uh, but those shelter really don't help. First shelter is parivar, family. But we can see that sometimes there can be accident and our entire family member can die. Actually, I met other day one person. There was an accident and mother, father, brothers, everybody died. Alone only remained. No. So sometimes one may think my family will protect, but this whatever world is such that anytime anything can happen to anyone. One moment family can be destroyed. Mm. So there may be some shelter, but it's not a permanent shelter, eternal shelter. So sometimes people think mm, money is a shelter, paisa. But today one may be crorepati, tomorrow he may become roadpati. He may lose everything. And this true story. Actually, other day I was talking to Shritamapur because he goes to Ukraine regularly. So he was telling that then Ukraine there's one devotee actually, one person. He was very rich. He was big. He was a billionaire. So many huge real estates and all this thing, and he had personally 7 huge high skyscrapers buildings. Huh? But then in Ukraine war, Russia bombed Ukraine, and then all his properties finished, and he was bankrupt. All properties lost. He was on roads, and then he had to go and take family had to take refuge in some other country, and when you go as a refugee, you can't like even food and very poverty stricken completely. So in one go, one can become poverty stricken. So we can't depend on that. And sometimes people may think health is wealth, and we should have good health. Then kuch chinta nahi. But then we saw the COVID came, and even healthy people had to die. One shot, one little virus, and finish. So no matter how much days, how many hours you go in gym, or no matter how many various healthy foods you eat, nothing sometimes help. And sometimes we see that people think if I have power and position, prestige, uh, that will help me. But actually, anytime one can lose power, and power and prestige. You have many people become envious, and instead of getting peace of mind, one gets so much misery. Hiranyakashipu had so much power and position. In one moment, he was smashed, and even when he had power and position, he was not peaceful, always in anxiety. So this parivar, paisa, health, power, or no, these things people may seek shelter in, but they're not real shelter. Narottama Das Thakur reveals what is real shelter. He says, Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavata Gita. These are real shelter. Taking shelter of Hari, Krishna, Guru, taking shelter of spiritual master, and taking shelter of Vaishnavas, and taking shelter of scriptures. So, how we take shelter of Krishna, Hari? By doing Harinam, by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. How we take shelter of spiritual master? How we take shelter of spiritual master? By hearing his instruction. Hmm. By hearing instruction of spiritual master and trying to follow his instruction. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitite Karya Aikya. We take shelter. Vaishnav. How we take shelter of Vaishnavas? By taking their association. When we come in association of devotees, serve them, that is Vaishnava Sangha. And when you come in association devotees, take shelter of. And how we take shelter of Bhagavad Gita? By reading it. Mm, daily reading. So, this is shelter. Hari Guru, Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita. These are real shelters. And therefore, one should chant every day holy names. One should hear spiritual master every day. One should associate with devotees every day, and one should read scriptures like Bhagavatam every day. Then one will find real shelter. So we see Narottam Das Thakur in his this Sri Prem Chandrika. This he begins with revealing a secret of taking shelter of spiritual master, and then he talks about taking shelter of Vaishnavas. Not only trying to take shelter of Guru, but also take shelter of Vaishnavas. Not only trying to serve Guru, but also serve Vaishnavas and please them. Otherwise, he says that if he trying to serve spiritual master and trying to please him and ignoring devotees and displeasing devotees is like igniting fire and then putting water. It's not going to work. So, serving spiritual master should be followed by also serving devotees and pleasing them. Oh, time is up. So I'll just few things I'll speak and then end. And those who have to go for prasad, they can go. Just in 5 minutes, I will end. So we see this famous story of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. One time, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur had sent a couple of devotees to one place and told them to start preaching there and start temple there. So they were serving together, preaching together, and all that, trying to develop temple together. And one time, one brahmachari, he did some inappropriate behavior, made inappropriate talks with some matajis. So leader of mm, the team, who was sannyasi or was a senior most person, he chastised that brahmachari heavily. And that brahmachari, after that, he just became so this thing that he left. Later on, after a year or so, when temple was built and there was inauguration function and Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur was invited for installation ceremony and inaugurating temple, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur came. And when he came, he was meeting everyone and asking. And then he was asking of that brahmachari, where is he? And then leader of the uh, temple said that unfortunately, actually, he had misbehaved with some lady and then we chastised him and then he left and we couldn't find him again. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur felt so pain and he said, oh, he said, after millions of lifetimes, this soul had come and taken shelter of, Krishna. And now you have driven him away. He said, one person to bring him to Krishna takes 40 gallons of blood. Mm. And he was so pained and he said, I won't be able to inaugurate this temple unless you get that devotee back. And all devotees wondering now what happened now. So they were searching everywhere, where is that devotee? And they searched, they couldn't find. Finally, one Brahmaji told actually, once his watch was a little problem, and when watch was problem, that Brahmachari had repaired the watch and given him. Then they said maybe he must be, because he was expert in repairing watch. Maybe he may be in some watch repair shop. And then they went and searched all watch repair shop, and then they found that one watch repair shop, inside he was. And then when they found it, the devotees were so happy. And then he brought that devotee brought him to Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, and when Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur met him, he was so happy. So later on, it is said that that watch making the devotee who had left, when he came to know that Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur stopped inauguration just to have him back, he felt so overwhelmed with gratitude for his spiritual master. Then he decided, I will never ever leave lotus feet of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. And then he later on became great sannyasi. Until last breath, he remained a sannyasi and a wonderful preacher. So the point is that mm, uh, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, or for that matter, Narottama Das Thakur and all this Acharya explain that yes, serving Guru is wonderful, but Guru expects that we serve Vaishnavas. Uh, mm, Instruction of Guru is that we serve Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas are so glorious. We see Mother Earth, Mother Ganga was not ready to come to plant earth because she said, oh, this Kali Yuga and plant earth, so sinful people. If I come here, everybody bathe with me, I will become so sinful. How will I be delivered? That time we see Bhagirath told Mother Ganga that don't worry, you please come here and Vaishnavas will bathe in you. And just by bathing in you, they will purify you. Immediately Mother Ganga was convinced and she descended. Can you imagine? So that is power of Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas can purify everyone. And power of Vaishnava Sangha is so great. Not that only senior Vaishnavas and great exalted Vaishnava, any sincere Vaishnava actually is also very dear to Lord and also very exalted. So one should not, definitely one should respect senior Vaishnavas, exalted Vaishnavas, but also one should not underestimate sincere devotees or any devotee who has taken shelter of Guru and Krishna and devotional service. Then one should try to serve everybody because, like, we see our Narottam Das Thakur also in another song, Yei Bara Karuna Karo Vaishnava. So he's offering prayers to Vaishnavas. So in our life, if you really want to achieve Krishna, Guru is very important. Similarly, Vaishnavas are very important. And after that, Narottam Das Thakur glorifies six Goswamis, headed by Rupa and Sanatan. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Rahu Morash. Pratana Kare Narottama Das. So he's glorifying Rupa and Sanatan because they are empowered by Lord Chaitanya and they have spread, they have written their books and he writes how we have to become attached. That song, Gauranga Bolite Habe, Pulaka Sharira, in that conclusion he says that, Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bhujo Bose Jugala Priti Rupa Raghunatha Pade Rahu Morasa प्रार्थना करे सदा Narottama Das. So Narottam Das Thakur is begging for mercy of Rupa and Raghunath. He says, Rupa Raghunath Padya, koi bhi akuti. When will I become attached to the writings of Rupa and Sanatan, all this? Then I will understand Jugala Priti. That Radha Krishna's pastime we'll understand only when we understand the literatures of Goswamis, like Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Updeshamrita, all these writings, Brihad Bhagavatamrita, all these writings are, when we understand one, we'll understand this Jugala Priti. Without that, one cannot. And then he glorifies in another verse about Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So, and in that way, he's telling how one should take shelter of Hari, one should take shelter of Guru, Vaishnavas, previous Acharyas, and Shastras like Bhagavatam, which reveal on the path to bhakti, and especially they reveal this nine processes of devotion service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smarnam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. This nine processes of devotional service. So Narottam Das goes, describes that if one sincerely, faithfully follows this process, and especially avoids asat sangha, not that we do practice hearing chant, but also sit with asat sangha, non-devotees, and especially in modern times, a lot of asat sangha because of internet, uh, uh, non-devotional things. So one has to consciously avoid this. Can So in this first chapter of this Sri Prem Bhakti Chandrika, Narottam Das Thakur is setting all these things, how one can achieve pure love for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So on this day of appearance of Narottam Das Thakur, we can seek prayers and blessing from Narottam Das Thakur, and also one can read and sing and meditate on the songs of Narottam Das Thakur. Thank you very much. Shrimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Narottam Das Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo.